And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out, and that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
People often refer to him by his exotic nickname, but Tyrann Mathieu, a career-high 6 interceptions in 2020. And with his instincts, 4 of them were off of tip balls. Named an all-pro safety for the 3rd time, he just adds to his total.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Fights off the defender. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And some room to work. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield on play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll go again for Landry, and this one's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Second and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Mayfield now. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
But he has been a... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Landry now on the return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give. This is Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 53 yards. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And going deep for Hill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that,